The NFL's concussion protocol has long claimed to protect players, but the way the Bengals handled Tee Higgins during Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills exposed just how farcical it really is. Higgins suffered an obvious concussion early in the matchup after slamming his head onto the turf while attempting a catch. He was immediately taken to the Bengals' medical tent for evaluation and, despite the severity, was cleared to return to the game. This was alarming for multiple reasons. Higgins had missed Cincinnati's recent Thanksgiving game due to a concussion, meaning he was still in a highly vulnerable recovery window. Returning him to play after such a short interval put him at a heightened risk of another injury. And, unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. Later in the game, Higgins bobbled a catch over the middle and hit his head on the turf again. Anyone watching could see he was still affected by the initial hit, yet the protocol allowed him back on the field for a second needless collision. To understand why this is so concerning, it's worth looking at how the NFL's mid-game concussion evaluation actually works. If a player shows symptoms of a concussion, they're assessed by a medical professional who has spotted the signs. Provided no no-go symptoms are present, the player can be cleared by an unaffiliated doctor or athletic trainer to return. In theory, the system is designed to protect the athlete, but in practice, it relies heavily on the player being fully honest about their symptoms. That creates a dangerous loophole, especially in a league where athletes are incentivized to hide injuries to stay on the field. A truly safe concussion protocol would be far simpler. The moment a player exhibits symptoms, they are immediately removed from the game. There would be no gray area, no chance for premature returns. This is especially critical for someone like Higgins, who was already recovering from a previous concussion just weeks ago. The current system ignores the science of brain injuries in favor of optics, giving the impression of safety while exposing players to unnecessary risk. Sunday's situation is a clear example of the NFL's priorities. It's not about protecting players' long-term health. It's about making fans and sponsors believe the league is doing the right thing even when it isn't. Tee Higgins' repeated hits highlight a harsh reality. The NFL's concussion policy remains a public relations exercise rather than a true safety measure. Until protocols are genuinely centered on player health, fans should remain skeptical whenever the NFL claims it's protecting its athletes. Higgins' ordeal is a wake-up call. Head injuries in football are serious, recovery times are crucial, and no player should ever be rushed back into the action. The league needs to prioritize safety over appearances, because right now, it clearly isn't.